Salud.
Salud. Ahora sí, let's get it.
Let's go.
¿Qué onda, mi Cesar?
¿Cómo andas?
Bien, bien. Like we were saying, beautiful weather.
Beautiful day out there.
Chulada. Kid. Nice low 70s. Como nos gusta.
That California weather that we've been missing.
It's been hitting. Today, Bay FC plays.
Let's go. You're going to go to the game,
I'm
right?
going to that right after this. So if y'all are there, you won't have heard that. You will have heard this already.
Go back in time and find
me.
Go
back in time, and say what's up. Quakes this weekend.
Quakes this week. Tailgate this weekend.
That's what we're doing. Another goal-sided legendary tailgate with the boy DJ Los on decks.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring the usual, some pizza, a shit ton of chelas, maybe some mimosas.
Oof.
Como más tempranito el game. The tailgate should be around midday. That's mimosas time.
Yeah, está
chulo.
Va a estar bueno. Mimosa drunk is a whole different type of drinking.
Yeah, it's a whole different drinking. The hangovers are different.
Yeah. No, you can go longer, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can go longer, but that hangover is going to be longer. Yeah. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it might be a little bit raining. So prepárense, cabrones. Dice the weather it's going to rain. Last year it rained on us.
Yeah, hopefully it's just in the morning and not during or while we're setting up, because last year that's when it got us.
Yeah,
we got to the tailgate lot and it just started pouring on us.
Nos chingó bien rico.
Y ya nos tuvimos que mojar un ratillo, pero I mean, hopefully this time it's in the morning and, in the afternoon it's all clear.
Yeah, that would be the best. Yeah, but come on out, folks. If you guys are looking for tickets, let us know before the weekend. We can give you guys hopefully a link that should help. So you guys can get your own tickets. But if not, catch us out there, either the tailgate lot. We'll let you guys know exactly where we'll be. But so you guys can come out and turn up with us.
Yeah, San Jose Earthquakes against LAFC at Levi Stadium, not at PayPal.
Not at PayPal. Quakes just got a center attacking mid, Hernan Lopez from Godoy Cruz. So we're going to turn it around, baby.
Hey, he has
we believe.
He's got that Maradona in him, so.
Hey. Yeah, nephew de Maradona, apparently. You remember when Cruz Azul had a player that was a cousin of Messi once, and he was terrible.
I'm dead.
But this is what we've seen highlights. He's got something.
Yeah, so hopefully he can explode at the Quakes. But
yeah,
need the help.
Well, welcome back, folks, to Goal-Sided episode 103. We got a whole jam-packed agenda for you guys, per usual. Like we said, come on out to the tailgate. We'll turn up there. But a whole bunch of top news. Some American actors buying into teams in Mexico. We got the new team in San Diego boiling up a little bit, getting in the news. We got Champions League that just happened today and yesterday. EPL is coming to a close. A lot of leagues are coming to a close.
Yeah.
Final weeks. Liga MX is going to playoffs.
Finally, let's go.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't noticed already, we have some exclusive content for Goals TV in partnership with Goals TV. If you go to goals.tv and search us up, we're doing our weekly pick'ems.
Yeah.
Where we give our predictions on who we think will win and the scoreline for all the matches. I think we got maybe a couple right the first time, pero vamos calentando.
Vamos calentando motores. Playoffs are coming up, so, catch the next episode on there. We're going to talk all about playoffs and this play-in matches that are happening soon.
Yeah, we'll cover, for the most part, some of it today. But yeah, if you want actual our pick'ems, our score predictions, jump over there to Goals TV for that content. Yeah. Folks, let's open it up with top news. The biggest thing, something we just saw confirmed today. Wrexham owner, apparently just Ryan Reynolds, is what I'm hearing more and more. Ryan Reynolds has purchased a stake in Necaxa, Los Hidrorrayos de Mexico.
Historic club in Mexico.
Historic club. Great in the 90s.
Great in the 90s with Carlos Hermosillos, with the Sagas.
Yep. Alex Aguinaga.
Yeah, some big names. But recently haven't had much success. So it'd be interesting if we get some sort of documentary, how they're going to shoot that. If they're going to talk back to the 90s player and then see, kind of like that style that Wrexham has. But
yeah,
super exciting either way.
Super exciting announcement. I'm taking this with a grain of salt because I was really excited when Eva Longoria, who's the current big stake owner of Necaxa, joined a couple years back. I remember they even had like, I don't know, some crypto people involved, and they even had the Bored Apes. Remember they had it on the jersey or something. They had it like it was their icon, like their profile picture on Instagram, a Bored Ape with the Necaxa jersey. It's kind of fun, but I thought that would have meant more money, and in all honesty, it didn't really.
It's the same Necaxa from like 10 years ago.
Up until this season, where they're now in playoffs, it was the same Necaxa.
Yeah.
Kind of mid, sometimes terrible.
And even like them in playoffs, it's like in Liga MX nowadays, I feel like Querétaro's, the Pueblas was last season. Like anybody lower tier can make it. Right?
We'll get one of those
those
shitty teams that make it in, right?
Yeah, but it's interesting also that she was just at the game this past weekend. So couple that with these rumors that are coming that they're coming more investors in, it's like, okay, maybe they got something cooking.
Yeah. I mean, you got to check on the investment of that.
Yeah. LeBron James is part, or somebody else, American owner.
I think it's a conglomerate company that a lot of these famous people have pieces of the company, right? So then you can say that they are part owners, right? Yeah. But I think Eva Longoria, as part of that company, has a bigger stake than more of other people. But yeah, now Ryan Reynolds has a big chunk of it. So what can come out of this? We've seen what him and Rob McElhenney do for Wrexham, right? With the TV show, with investing good money in what they were 5th tier at that point, and getting them up division, now about to go into League 2.
Yep.
So we'll see if he can do something like that with Necaxa. There's no promotion and relegation. This is a first tier side.
Yeah.
It's a different ball game.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's really interesting what if they're going to make a documentary style, what that would look like.
Yeah. I don't know if Necaxa is the most exciting.
No, but I mean, they do have history, right?
They have history, but it's a bit of a different story, right? Wrexham was 5th division, 5th tier.
And they're the oldest club in Wales.
Yeah. Right. And so there's a whole backstory behind it.
Yeah.
In this case, I don't know, maybe you could give like a little bit of a culture background to the club and to the area. But there's no start from the bottom. Now we're here from a lower division. Yes, they're not the best team, so maybe it can be about that. But I think there's a lot of spunk there, a lot of momentum with Wrexham because they're starting from the bottom and they're pushing.
Yeah.
They are pushing it. So I'm excited for them, hopefully, to bring some of that competitiveness to Necaxa for the future. Maybe we do get that greatness back from the 90s.
Yeah, and you also got to keep in mind, Liga MX is the most watched football league, footy league in the U.S. So maybe they also saw those numbers and were like, all right, maybe we can cook something and it'd be similar to what they're doing in Wrexham in terms of like viewership or money generated or different things like that.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is it's an interesting thing to see because a lot of investors are avoiding MLS.
Yeah.
Because it's so expensive to get in. The expansion team's over $500 million to my understanding. So it's funny to see them go down south of the border where it's probably so much less expensive to get into Necaxa, Querétaro, something like that, and try to beef up your investment, try to grow it, right? It's just funny to me to see them not going in the MLS route when they're American.
Yeah, and it's also like goes to the bigger picture because I feel like Liga MX is in such a unique way that if they had that promotion relegation, maybe they could be that extra spice to the league that it needs to get the best out of it. Because a closed system is going to get boring, right? After a while, your team values are going to go up, but in a way, like you want that like risk, right? To these teams.
Us as fans. But him as an owner signed up for a closed league.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. He did not sign up for a mid to lower table team with if they told him, hey, in a couple of years, we're bringing promotion relegation back and your team's at risk.
Yeah.
No, he would have been like, fuck no, I'm going to go for Atlante. I'm going to go for one of the expansion teams, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll bring them up and I'll make double my money.
Yo, I thought that would have been a good shout.
Yeah, I mean,
or even but
the thing is, the rumor is that a lot of these teams are set who's going to come up, right? Like Atlante, not Morelia either. Atlante y Leones Negros.
Yep.
And then I think one more. but they're not opening it for promotion relegation. They're just saying these teams are coming in,
teams,
right? Which is kind of unfair.
Yeah.
But it makes Liga de Expansión not a great investment either because the first division has a closed system.
Yeah.
Would you tune into a Necaxa show?
I'd probably tune in just because it's, you know, like Mexican heritage and just learning like about Necaxa a bit more and just.
Yeah. I hope they invest in the women's game too. I would have thought that with Eva Longoria that they'd be balling out with the ladies, but they need to cook there too. Wow. All right, let's move it on across the borders. U.S. and Mexico for the women's side, they had a bid for 2027 for the Women's World Cup. They actually pulled that bid apparently to focus on 2031 for the Women's World Cup.
Jeez.
I think maybe they got a little bit of inside information that they're like, hey, the U.S. is getting Copa America 2024, Club World Cup 2025, World Cup 2026. All of these things, you might not get it in 2027.
Yeah, or maybe it's just super interesting because, I don't know, maybe they thought Americans weren't going to want to put their money after just having a World Cup right before.
Maybe, yeah.
So
pockets are going to be thin.
Pockets are going to be thin. It's like give them a little breather and then come back in 2031. And I bet you by then, the women's game is going to be even bigger.
Yeah, I mean, the U.S. is going to be the center of football very soon. The next decade, 2 decades. And Mexico is just fucking on the back of them. Yeah. Mexico's just like leeching. Like, take me. Llévame. No te olvides.
No, I swear.
I was here since day one.
Porque antes era the opposite, even futbolísticamente, but now it's like the U.S. is at the forefront. I think bringing Messi in was like the start of that, that role. Is that like they brought him in? All eyes are on him. He's going to basketball games. Everybody knows who he is, and if you don't, you soon find out. And it's like it's the biggest stage in the world right now.
Yeah, and Mexico has some things to really pride themselves on, right? Like you said, the most watched footy in the Americas, right? Overall, so I bet you that's what the Federation and Liga MX, Mickey Arreola, is going to these meetings and saying, like, yeah, you guys are hella growing, but so is the Mexican American population. And they're still watching Liga MX, so don't forget about us. Yeah. This needs to be together. Yeah, and that's where I think the federations and the leagues think that they're cooking.
Leagues Cup came in, right? It was a perfect way for both leagues to kind of make one tournament where they can go head to head and bring out these Mexican Americans, these Latinos out, and any footy lover.
Yeah, and that's where I said it on that episode with Jose. I think my hot take is that they're trying to make a better Copa Libertadores and have the South American teams come up here under their rules, right? Yeah. Versus like before, everyone said Mexico brought the big money for all the sponsors and the TV and stuff, but now they're trying to control it. But it's just awkward now, right? Because they're
early stages,
not even FIFA sanctioned. It's like, but they still give them a bid to the Club World Cup. It's like weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, good luck to the ladies. I hope we do get to see you here soon because that'd be awesome. No estar tan ruco. 2031 is this away? It's 7 years, dog.
I'd be 34.
Yeah, I'd be 37.
34. Damn.
At least we're not 40. That's all we got to.
Nah, but hella grateful that we're gonna get footy like back to back in America, bro. Copa America this year, the Club World Cup next year.
But we're gonna need that little.
Yeah,
we're gonna need that little break for a while. It's no manches. Yeah, folks. Next in top news, San Diego is the new team coming next season for MLS in 2025. The rumors going around. They're trying to stay relevant, right? They're trying to make a little bit of
noise,
a little noise, para que digan aquí estamos,
levantando la mano.
Ahí venimos.
Sí.
So there are rumors that Chucky is coming for $12 million from PSV at what I think a physical prime. 28, 29 years old. You're not that old, my guy.
You're not. Like, there's no way you should come to the U.S., to the MLS. Like, you should be staying, trying to go to La Liga, trying to go to the Premier League.
La Liga would be sick for him.
Would be perfect for him, in my opinion. Pero
bring Sevilla out from the dirt, do something like that, like Tecatito. From the San Diego side, kudos.
Yeah, big
Good
kudos
shit.
to them. Yeah, and I mean, like in a way, it does make sense for Chucky. He's gonna be the designated player, the Carlos Vela-esque player for San Diego, and he's gonna be set for life.
Yeah, something tells me that fool's gonna come and not cook though. Like,
Nah, I think he'll cook.
like it's gonna be a little bit hard. I mean, with PSV, he's not
He's not
right. We always make the joke that like he has great games, but it doesn't reflect on the scoreboard, right?
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be.
It's not like the 24-year-old Chucky Lozano.
No, not as lethal.
No.
But yeah, San Diego is cooking with these moves. I like it for the team. There were rumors that Ochoa was in talks, but apparently confirmed by the boy Tom Bogert, MLS Insider exclusive. He said that they're fake.
Which
There's
is really
no talks at all, especially not advanced talks, like they say.
It's really that would be a miss, in my opinion, to force San Diego to not go for Ochoa.
Yeah, I think it would be amazing.
Yeah, they need to go for Ochoa. I don't think he'll come in as a designated player. He's like older.
Bro, that fool's charging. You don't think if I'm his agents, he's got to be a DP because he gets here. My guy, I'm bringing you the selección. Literally the face of the hair of the selección.
Yeah.
He needs to be paid.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
But, I mean, kudos just for even having these rumors linked from San Diego, but you better execute on some of these.
They start next season, right?
2025.
2025.
I would rather have Ochoa than Chucky.
Yeah.
And then I would just build around Ochoa forward.
That marketing would be insane.
That marketing would be insane.
He's bigger than Chucky in a marketing sense.
Yeah, he better bring the Bimbo brand with him or something. Health sponsor going to be signing up. That's all I know.
Head and Shoulders también.
Damn. So, outside of that, rumors for a coach, Hugo Sanchez. And not really rumored, but I saw somebody throw out today, Piojo Herrera, who just got fired at Tijuana.
I think
Do you have a preference?
Yeah, Piojo Herrera would be the preference there.
Just bring the whole damn 2014 selección.
Bring it all over. Tráete al Gullit de una vez también.
Gullit, Gallito out of retirement.
Yeah, todos.
Cesar Montes, bring him from Ecuador or wherever he's at.
Miguel Layun también. Get him out of that Kings League, whatever the fuck he's doing. Bring him over here.
And Chicharito too again.
Yeah. No, but Piojo is like, he was at in Tijuana. Easy for him to just come right over.
He doesn't have to move.
Don't even have to move. We can still be gaining in los dólares. Y nomás ahí vive en Tijuas.
En Tijuas.
But I think that would be a better fit for... because a lot of people from San Diego are Cholos fans. They go to watch Cholos just cross over the border. I think it would be a perfect fit for Piojo.
Yeah. I mean, he just got ran out of Tijuana, so I don't know if they'll be loving him. But yeah, I mean, he's a household name in the U.S. and in Mexico. So I think that would be amazing. El gran Hugo Sanchez. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
And when it's been a while, it's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like he had a lot of good intentions. He just didn't execute as well as he would hope.
Yeah, it's been too long. He should have stayed consistent coaching. He was good with Pumas.
Yeah.
Very good with Pumas.
Bicampeón con Pumas.
Very good. Famous for tirando el saco. Remember that?
Yeah.
Every game, like in the 70th minute, I think there was even a tracker. Like, oh, ya lo tiró. And they would like do like a highlight.
And then he had like those black and like with white striped
shirts. Pero pues nomás no, right? And he's always been asking, like saying, ya estoy listo para Real Madrid. When would they give you that job, my guy? You have been unemployed for 10 years.
For Cruz Azul, dijo lo mismo. Que estaban cercas y siempre no.
No. There's something's going on.
Agárrate el Zacatepec o alguien y empieza con ellos.
Y sí, desde abajo. All right, folks. So yeah, San Diego, they're cooking, and hopefully we get a really competitive team next year. Maybe that'll be our away game next year.
For real. Yo,
cerquitas.
What if there's like a Copa like California? That'd be dope.
Cool. That's what Coachella is, not the invitationals. Before.
Yeah, but like
preseason.
Mira, te traes a todos los de USL. Y te traes a los de MLS.
Our own MLS here.
Yeah.
También darles descanso.
Descanso.
Hay que descansar los jugadores.
Play the kids thing. I don't care.
For real, huh? That's what the U.S. Open Cup is. All right, folks. Just a little bit of a plug that we wanted to bring in here. Transfers. Some transfers heating up. Mainly this segment, Feyenoord only, por favor. Arne Slot, the coach of the Feyenoord, is apparently confirmed for Liverpool. I don't know. I haven't seen a here we go. but it looks close enough. And then Santi Gimenez apparently is out the door, either to AC Milan, which looks like the more feasible option, but I still think there's hope for Liverpool.
No.
Se
I
lo va a
hear bigger.
llevar.
No, Tottenham.
Nah, I said, nah, that's why I didn't even mention it. I don't
hear
think.
rumors about Tottenham too.
¿Quieres que gane el trofeo o no?
Mira, a mí no me importa para dónde vaya, pero se tiene que salir.
Bruh, they just don't have like happiness.
I'm just saying those are the rumors.
I need Santi to have success. AC Milan
would be the best.
Would be amazing because next season they can fight Inter. They can try for that top spot.
They have a good team.
Yeah, Liverpool is always going to be fighting at the top. They're going to be in Champions League, right?
But it might be kind of toxic if Salah stays.
I mean, but the coach is good, would be his ex-coach, right?
True,
so like
Daruizi fucking sucks, bro.
And Daruizi is every once in a while is just not clutch.
Yeah.
Right? But it would be a very tough battle. At AC Milan, they're losing Giroud, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably why they're looking. So he would fall right in. Let's go. Take him. Para algún lugar.
Sí, con que salga de Feyenoord. Ya le toca un cambio de aire.
He needs that next level of competition.
Yeah, he didn't even play this weekend.
No. Well, the league's over.
Yeah, I think AC Milan ahí con Pulisic y luego con
Yunus Musa, Leao.
Hay muchos ahí that
some ballers.
Even balls.
El Hernandez.
Yeah.
No, that's a good squad. Santi will not have a shortage of balls there. Good balls to play. All right, folks. That's just what we hope happens to Santi. But let's take it around the leagues at some of the top scores in Champions League. Yesterday, we had Real Madrid versus Bayern. Real Madrid was able to pull a draw out of Bayern in Munich, which is pretty impressive. Real Madrid at the beginning looked like they had it for a good little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. And then all of a sudden, I go to the bathroom at work, come back. They're down 2-1. And I'm like, ¿qué chingados? What the hell? And then at the end, mistakes by that back line, specifically Kim in that center back position.
Second mistake.
That cost them. Yeah, the first one. Let's talk about the first mistake. He got eaten alive by Vini, right? What a fucking ball by Toni Kroos.
I know, but it's like out of the training, right? It's like I pull the freaking defender, y ahí la quiero.
Yep.
Ahí te la da.
Yep. Toni Kroos gets it. Vinny pulls, brings your defender. Vámonos, cabrón, sopas. I bet you Vinny was like fucking licking his lips like, bro, if I were you, no me sigas, cabrón. Yeah, those are the training goals.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the ones where you're just like, Ancelotti's on the sideline like, brother, we've been doing that for the longest time in training, and you executed it beautifully.
Yeah, perfect. It was a really nice pass by Toni Kroos, and it was a really nice check in, check out from Vini.
No mames, güey, ¿cómo se la puso though? Like, I understand Kim messed up royally by biting.
Yeah.
Right? Like, se durmió. But el balón que le puso, qué bonito. And then his celebration afterwards, yes.
I love Germany, I love Alemán.
Yeah, that is very classy, very simple, but success.
And something I do, it was like such a perfect ball porque not even Neuer came out. It's like it was in that
It was in the perfect space. No man's land, except for the strikers.
Yeah, Neuer's like, if I come out, me chinga. And if I'd rather wait for him. And he still got
Se hizo grande. Like, Neuer is one of the best, I think, in my opinion, at haciéndose grande, no?
Yeah.
Like, coming out, just covering as much square footage as you can, but still, Vinny is clinical. But did you see the video of Kroos celebrating with Müller right there?
Yeah.
They were comparing their reactions. Müller's having a fucking horrible time, screaming, slamming the ground, yelling at everybody.
A lo alemán también.
A lo alemán. Which is funny because no se tocó el corazón Toni Kroos to do that to his ex-team. And there's rumors that he's set to come back and try to bring them back to championship level.
I actually saw a video que decía that Toni Kroos wasn't valued enough at Bayern because he was asking for more money and Bayern was like, no, the only money I can give you is 10 million or whatever at that time.
Yeah.
And that's why he left to Real Madrid because Real Madrid was the only one that believed in him. Turned into championship winner, World Cup winner, y lo demás. and he's still showing class.
Believed in him, or did Florentino Perez say, that's penny change, my guy, vente?
Well, lo que haya sido, pero Florentino Perez was cooking even back then.
Yeah, for real. And he got him for what, a good, at least almost a decade now of quality footy.
And he's still going.
And now that he's probably mentoring this new generation, he's like, te puedes ir back to your boyhood club. Don't worry, we got all the center mids in the world that can jump into your spot. Don't trip. Do you think this Bayern team can pull it out in El Bernabeu?
It's going to be really hard, but I think they have a solid chance. I think Real Madrid, can be clinical, lo que quieras, but Real Madrid a veces tiene un bajón de juego donde Bayern Munich needs to score them goals.
Yep.
There was a lot of, the first half especially, the first 10, 15 minutes, Bayern Munich had chances, like 2-3 chances. Leroy Sané had 2 clear ones. But he should have put them away. And it's like, you can't miss those because Real Madrid will make you pay.
Yep. Exactly that. Harry Kane's going to need a penalty because nomás así el güey.
Es que once you're a target man, they know that you're clinical. Rudiger is not going to let you go.
Rudiger is not going to give you any space, my guy.
Yeah.
And he knows him from Chelsea, right? Spent a little time there and they knew each other. But Rudiger seems to be that 1v1 specialist for el que le pongan, whoever you need to. And pues ahí lo traía. And Bayern's going to have to do something different because in Bernabeu is going to be tough. Yeah, especially Vinny playing how he's playing right now.
Yeah, Musiala is going to be key. Leroy Sané is going to be key. I feel like Harry Kane is just going to be marked that whole time. That 2 center backs need to be on their A game porque si no va a valer la cosa.
Está cabrón because I can't see Thomas Tuchel. He's like, bro, I can't do it with Upamecano. And now Kim is killing me. What do I do? At
the end of the game, he's like, Kim was very anxious.
Yeah.
For both plays.
My best defender is Eric Dyer. What happened? What's going on?
Dyer's only there on loan too, which is kind of crazy.
My 2 best players are Tottenham players. What's going on?
Kim needs to refresh y a seguirle porque
a persinarse next game porque it's gonna be
con un huevo antes.
It's gonna be tough, dog. I bet you. The game plan is attack his side, right? It's gonna be a tough one for him. In the other match, Dortmund, they beat PSG 1-0 in what I consider a huge surprise. I think what everyone considered a huge surprise. I don't think people have them moving on still. They're that much of underdogs.
Yeah.
But you called it when we were doing our predictions last episode. You said hot take. I think Dortmund's going to move on.
It's because at home they're really good. Like you seen them today. They were really good attacking. Jadon Sancho was cooking. Yeah, he was cooking. I think he had like 11 takes against PSG. They also know each other from group stages, so it's like, okay, a lo mejor se tienen la medida, and I just feel like Dortmund has the luck on their side, has more luck generally than what PSG does, and sometimes that's all you need.
In Paris, I think it's going to be a different ball game. Mbappe needs
Barcelona
to stand out.
Got him in Paris.
Yeah. But Mbappe's got to stand out. A lot of their players overall, all those young wingers that they have. Dembele missed a sitter today. It was perfectly right there on a bounce just to put it away, and he sent it over. I still have confidence in PSG to win this, but it's going to be tough. But you can never count Mbappe out. Kudos to Dortmund for pulling this out. I really like Julian Brandt. Center mid.
I know, but
I love it. But
he had a few misses today.
But yeah, he wasn't as clinical as needed, but he needs to be there in el juego de vuelta. My money was not on Fulkrug for scoring.
It was a nice strike from him.
Yeah.
Seco.
And it was probably what people would have expected, right? A one-off ball in, he beats the defender in, y mocos cabrón, right?
Porque está grandote el güey.
Yep.
And he can hold his own. He te dio un nice strike. He right through Donnarumma. Donnarumma had a few saves, pero I feel like, again, Dortmund missed. They should have gone home with 2 and maybe even 3 if they had put them away. But, I mean, PSG also hit 2 off the posts, like back-to-back, which is like, a veces nomás, it's just the ball won't go in.
Doesn't go your way. But you better not hope for that if you're Dortmund in Paris. That's going to be tough. You want Dortmund to move on? You still there?
Dortmund, yeah.
I think PSG will move on. You had Bayern moving on.
Yeah.
I still think Madrid will move on.
Let's
okay, so we're complete opposite. Okay, va a estar bueno. All right, folks, let's move on to the Premier League. Top of the league, mi Arsenal. They beat Tottenham. It seemed very simple, 3-0, and then it started getting messy.
Pinche, what's his name? Raya?
I woke up all crudote on Saturday, and then I see it's 3-0, and then I go back to sleep, and I wake up and it's 3-2 with like 15 minutes left. And I turn on the TV and I'm like, vámonos, cabrones. Échenle ganas, güeyes. Pónganse las pilas.
Pero, I mean, those 3 goals were like within like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Arsenal is just insane at corner kicks now.
Yep. Tienen las mañas.
Tienen el pinche Ben White. Tiene una maña, güey.
For real.
Ben White is just a pest in front of the goalie. And it's like, as soon as the cross comes in, he's still there. As soon as he sees somebody's about to hit the ball, head of the ball, he moves out of the way.
Yep. That's what it is. And he's super smart, right? Like we were talking about the play where he starts unstrapping Vicario's gloves.
Yeah.
And Vicario's like, what the hell? Like, gets hell pissed, right? You get the mind games, right? That I'm living in your head rent free, basically.
Especially because you know for a fact Vicario and his team, his goalkeeper team, looks at tape before, looks at, corners, they do this. They do him really close to that first post. Saka is amazing at corners, so he already knows he has to be on high alert. Y más aparte, he has to deal with somebody like Ben White. Ya se le pone enfrente, ya shields the ball in a sense. It's a pest, man. You should put a defender there.
Yeah, I mean, Kuti, right? That fool's probably, he's considered one of the top defenders in the world right now. Definitely el más colmilludo.
He's really good at headers.
Probably the dirtiest motherfucker.
Yep.
Should be the best in corners in the world, in theory, you would think, right? But Ben White had the best of them in this match. And thankfully, Arsenal came out on top 3-2, so they're still top of the league. They are 1 point ahead of City, 80 to City's 79, but with that game in hand for City.
Damn, so you guys can still bottle it royally.
That's mamon. What do you mean bottle? They have a game on Arsenal. That's not bottling.
Oh, true. These fans are
Speaking of City, they beat Nottingham Forest, 2-0. Even though Nottingham Forest had a higher expected goal than City. And that's because they just kept missing sitters in the first half. They had an amazing first half. I turned off the TV after the first half. Because Guardiola scored that goal in the 32nd, and I was like, dude, this shit's over. Like, they kept missing everything. I think Gibbs White missed a sitter, Chris Woods missed a sitter, and I was like, bro, if they're not scoring when they're 0-0, now that they're 1-0, it's over.
Yeah. Pinche Chris Wood, nomás no me da puntos. But Nottingham Forest needed to gain something from these points because they're still fighting relegation.
Yeah. That's the thing that I was scared of, that they would just be like, you know what, you guys, we're 1 point up in relegation. This is not the game where we're going to win. And they just said, fuck it. But, I mean, they had their chances. They were fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
Nomás no le fue bien, and then once you're down versus City, it's
really hard. And
an uphill battle. And then Holland came in and shut everybody up who's been saying that he's a ghost. And he scored a goal, and then he got a contract with Clash of Clans.
Dude, it's crazy. He still plays Clash of Clans.
But his character's pretty sick. He's a barbarian, and it makes sense. Like, looks-wise, it looks like him, and it's pretty sick. The first playable character based off of somebody. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, and I think it shows a lot of influence on footy in the world.
Yeah, definitely. Such a big figure in a really big club.
In other news, the team that's dropping points is Liverpool. They dropped points versus West Ham. They tied 2-2. And everyone in the Mamas was either pissed or happy, celebrating. Edson Alvarez was getting praised by the crowd, signing autographs, getting chanted by.
He dropped McAllister.
Yeah,
I saw so many edits about McAllister getting dropped by Edson's, and I was like, cálmense, cabrones. Edson's doing really good, but
I know, hay que alzarlo. But I was thinking, why didn't you do that in the World Cup?
True.
Versus McAllister, right? But this is the growth that Edson's having, right? Definitely. We're hoping that this leads to better things for La Selección.
And that's like the perfect path for a Mexican, I feel like, from Mexico, go to the Netherlands, then from there jump into this bigger leagues.
Yeah.
Premier League would be beautiful.
Etch it in stone. Así tiene que ser el pasillo, ¿no? That's what Rodrigo Huescas is trying to do, right? He's trying to go.
Yeah, he's waiting for his contract to end to dip, huh?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Maybe. And then Salah, pissed off, right? I mean, that's what happens when you don't win. You're a successful team, and things just start happening in the locker room, right? It's crazy. There's no brotherly love because Klopp is leaving. It's kind of imploding.
And it's really interesting porque either Klopp was a dick and now he's lost respect from Salah, or Salah was just got in over his head and thinks he's the best in the world. Because how can you lose respect to your manager who legit, like, you guys were champions together, both Champions League and Premier League, and it's like, how are you doing that so publicly?
Yep. And it was very public. In an interview,
También in the interview, I didn't see the interview. I only saw the on the field gestures.
I think in the interview he didn't directly talk to him, but said that like he just didn't agree with what things were going on, and people were like, "Damn, son, take that to the locker room."
Yeah, dude, that shit's crazy to me.
I mean, I think he might feel some type of way because he has to lead the team after Klopp leaves.
He had a team anyways. It's him and Virgil van Dijk. They're supposed to be the leaders.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe feel some type of way that Klopp is like, I don't know, not giving it his all for the end of the season, right? Because he's going to leave anyways. But either way, this team is dropping points, and they're basically out. If you're asking me, honestly, they're 5 points out from Arsenal, 4 from City, with a game in hand from City still.
I'll give you that. There's 4 weeks left, right?
4 weeks left, 5 points difference.
Jeez,
That's not math's not mathing.
No, I think they're done too. A lot of people were saying that Klopp messed up by announcing that he was leaving, like
too early.
Too early.
He was trying to do a Xavi.
Why couldn't he do a Sir Alex Ferguson?
That's true.
Wait until the end of the season where you did good or did bad. Y decir, bueno, muchas gracias, señores.
An Irish goodbye. Don't tell anybody.
No.
Just dip out. No, yeah, but this is setting up for, like we said, just an Arsenal versus Man City race. Man City does play Tottenham, Arsenal's eternal rivals. The rumor is Tottenham will just let them drop 6 so that they can get their goal differential up. But it's just going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
If you're Tottenham.
Arsenal, I know. But Arsenal in that Tottenham game, if they would have tied, I would have said City has it.
Oh, yeah, easily. You can't be tied with them having a game in hand, right?
Yeah.
There's still what I mentioned last time, the mental piece to it.
Yeah.
City has to look at it. If we don't win, we're tied. The only option is the win. So can that have a mental piece to it? It hasn't so far.
No,
they're being flawless. But can it? Maybe. Let's go, human son. We're all gonna be Tottenham fans that weekend.
Pinche Liverpool, bro. I'm pissed.
Yeah, they should have been there.
Fucked up.
They needed to be there. All right, folks. In La Liga, it's not all but over, but it's still going. But Barcelona is all of a sudden waking up. Barcelona won 4-2. Lewandowski got a hat trick.
Hattie.
Ter Stegen had a huge blunder early on, right?
Yeah. He wanted to be Neuer.
He did. He's like, look what I can do. And then it didn't work.
He pulled that raya. He wanted to be Neuer. And
tried to chip him, right?
Try to just like bubble up the ball with his foot, like little chip to get away from the defender. Pero no. Un pinche pasesote.
And then pasesote. And the guy's like, you're not him, my guy. No, but Barcelona overall, I think week by week, month by month, getting a little bit better.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Xavi says he's back, and the team's playing good. I think Fermin Lopez is picking it up really good, and he's a badass at the midfielder. Entra como el tercer forward to attack the ball. He's been getting some crazy headers, some good goals, and it's another really good piece from La Cantera that's fitting in, that's doing well.
Those free players.
Yeah.
The ones with the tags, the $1 billion. $1 billion.
Cubarsi got that tag this week también.
Yeah, Cubarsi re-signed his contract. He's like, now I got money to take out all these IG chicks that I be sliding in their DMs. Yep. And my contract says I'm worth $1 billion.
Let's go.
Yeah, right. Also in La Liga, Real Madrid. They beat Real Sociedad 1-0. Arda Güler got a goal. First start.
First start, first goal.
Another one of those unlikely heroes that are all of a sudden picking it up for Real Madrid, right?
But that's
countless of these.
Y es lo que hace Real Madrid, in my opinion. They just have that mentality that you're going to go in and you're going to be our guy today.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when he's there to tap it in. Vámonos.
Everybody's killing it from that, man.
Balaga also came back into the squad and he had a decent game. So I feel like slowly but surely they're getting these injuries back. And Real Madrid's getting ready for Champions.
Getting ready for that final. The finals in Wembley this year?
Yeah.
Oof. Historic. All right, let's take it to La Bundesliga. Don't really have too much to say there because it's all over.
Yeah.
But Bayer Leverkusen was this close to losing their undefeated streak. And then they scored versus Stuttgart, which props to Stuttgart. They had a great season. Way better than everyone expected after being in the relegation playoff space to now being what they might be in Champions.
They're Champions League positions.
Hell yeah. Way to go, Stuttgart.
Yeah.
That was our biggest thing. Remember when we were crying about it? We're like, dude, they gave Mexicans a chance.
I know.
Pavel Pardo.
Yeah,
Ricardo Osorio.
They're in third, actually. 64 points. I don't think they'll go up to second, but still, like, great achievement from them, from Stuttgart. And
they got 4 for Champions League, parece, huh?
Yeah, they got 4 spots.
Damn, that coefficient.
Yeah, they pulled the Union Berlin. Hopefully they don't. Last season, Union Berlin got in the Champions League spot. Y ahora, nomás no.
Nomás no. Let's bring it to CONCACAF. We got the Champions League. We'll probably have a good amount to talk about there. Especially a little rant. But yeah, Pachuca eliminated your America 2-1. There was a whole bunch of drama about this, which I'll lay the groundwork. Pachuca is in the play-in for Liga MX. They asked to push the match a little bit. They asked the Liga MX people. They said no way, Jose. Pachuca went to Pumas, and apparently Pumas was totally fine with giving them more time. Historically, Liga MX has been very friendly to teams that are in international tournaments. Way back in the day, I think Tigres, I know for sure Chivas would go play Libertadores late rounds, and it interferes with local playoffs. So then they give you more time. Even if it's in season, they give you an extra day for travel y todo, right? Pachuca didn't get anything approved. So much so that Almada came out and complained and said it wasn't but Pumas. Pumas was down. But now what that meant is that they played yesterday, Tuesday, tomorrow, Thursday for play-in. And yesterday versus America. And to be honest with you, it didn't even look that tough, dog.
No, America looked terrible. Put
the kids in. A couple of kids, per usual, right? They saw Rondon in there. Rondon was cooking.
Yeah.
Cooking. So, yeah, Pachuca showed very good face there. Got to rest some of their players, take them out towards the end, even though it got a little tight. But Cesar, I'll give you the floor. What's going on with this America? Does this create any concern? They're not going to the Club World Cup, which is going to be here, so I'm sure that's sad for you. And is it really Jardine out?
Yeah, so yesterday in the Discord, I was extremely upset calling out for Jardine to be removed out of his position.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is that for me, particularly me, it was very important for America to win this CONCACAF Champions League because that meant they would go to the Club World Cup.
The first pure
Club World Cup. Manchester City, they're going to have Real Madrid. You're going to have all these big international clubs coming to the U.S. and playing for the first ever big, 36-team Club World Cup. Like, how in the world is, quote unquote, the biggest team in Mexico and all of the Americas not going to be there, right? So,
Disque.
We should hold America to that standard. So that's why I was calling out. Hiciste un fracaso tan grande al no asistir, al no ganar eso, que ahora no vas a asistir. You have to go.
Jardine
has to go.
The devil's advocate for people is that he was a champion, right? He's back-to-back leader in Liga MX. He's currently sitting in first place, awaiting to play whoever joins as the 8th spot, right? That he's been flawless in Liga MX, right? But what you're saying is this was the next step up.
Yeah.
And if you don't get that next step up, guess what? Goodbye también.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because it lets you know that la institución, el club, tiene que estar para grandes cosas. Yeah, the standard is be in contention for Liga MX, be the best team in Liga MX back to back, right? Points wise. Yes, win a champions, Liga MX, be Liga MX champion. Yes, that is the standard, should be the standard for America. And that next step up should be Club World Cup, international competitions, Leagues Cup, lo mismo. And if you can't succeed there too, and then you have to go.
Yep.
In the game, America just was not intense. I feel like Pachuca with these young kids, they were so hungry to just win the game.
Some of these fools were like high flying.
Oh my
They were throwing themselves to stop balls.
Jesus, they would literally, like, any ball that would be around him, they would like die for.
Yep.
Patadas.
They knew what they were playing for.
Anything, bro.
And even if they don't start in league, they were like, this is my chance, and it's a big tournament, and I'm going to eat whoever I need to alive.
Yeah.
Miguel Rodriguez, the dude that scored the goal, que abusado he was on that first goal, right? Off of a Solomon Rondon shot, and it fell. Super unfortunate, but right in between the goalie and everybody. This fool hit the fucking fastest sprint I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
And put it away.
Yeah.
21-year-old doesn't even have a freaking face on foot mob.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like
hungry.
They just were so quick with it. And Lichurnovsky was slow. Cáceres was slow. Cáceres got injured. Ramon Juarez was soft.
He came in, he was soft.
He was soft.
But
Rondon was just pushing him around. It's like
Rondon be making fools look soft, right?
Yeah.
But you have, if you want to make that next level up, which we're saying for Ramon Juarez, right? Take una selección, start him at America, right? When you go in, you need to step up.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he didn't. Maybe he wasn't ready because Cáceres got injured 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, he didn't show up when he needed to.
No. And
I don't think even Quiñones showed up, man.
Dude, oh, my God, bro. I was so mad at Quiñones, bro. Again, Jardinet did not make the right subs. Quiñones should have gone at halftime. I watched all of the second half. Quiñones didn't do shit. He was locked down the whole game. Didn't matter if
his touch was hell off too.
Hell off. It didn't matter if he was on the left side, on the right side, in the center. Like, he was just not there. Who did Jardinet take out? Sendejas.
Yep.
Sendejas was your best player.
He was killing it the first. He was torching Brian Gonzalez, dude, on the left side.
He was cooking, man.
His right side. Yeah.
How the fuck do you take him out?
No Jovairo too.
No Jovairo. That one, I se la paso más o menos porque he had to do that forced sub where Cáceres had to come out.
Yeah.
But if you were smart with it, you should have put Reyes as a center back and put in Kevin Alvarez, who had a shitty game but started getting better.
That's a shout. Right? That's a good move. And Reyes is a center back too, right?
Yeah, Reyes played in Puebla as a center back.
He's doing good outside with Sendejas, though. They were torching that side.
But you do that move, and all of a sudden, okay, I have an extra sub, and I can, instead of Ramon Juarez, now I got Dil Rosan on the right side.
Kevin Alvarez didn't come in cooking either. He's getting torched. David Faitelson told him shit. Kevin Alvarez came back and told him shit too.
Yeah.
But yeah, America not looking great out of that tournament. Will this set them up for anything bad in the playoffs? We'll see. Yeah. It looks like Jardinet is staying for the playoffs for sure. But if they get eliminated in playoffs, they don't become back-to-back champions. Do you think he'll stay?
No, he's gone.
He's gone.
In my opinion, si tenía poquito respeto, he should have left last night.
Yeah, but who would step in? That would be a huge thing for America, though.
That's the thing, bro. It's like...
It would be huge.
I'm so mad, bro. I was looking forward.
Y'all should have seen in the Discord. If y'all want to get entertained, join the Discord when America loses or when Chivas loses. We be fucking sweating in there.
Yeah, and then I also said in there, I was like, I'm so happy for Pachuca. As a Mexico fan, so happy that these young kids are succeeding. They're going into a final. Imagine going to a final, like an international stage final, like at 19, at 20. Like, it sets you up. Like, Pachuca's doing so good. Those kids, Almada, it's like that institution this past year, amazing.
I hope they win it.
I hope
it needs to be an example for Mexican footy. Cabrones, with proper extranjeros, amazing extranjeros, with the team behind them of amazing young players will be the formula to your success. And it would be the culmination of it if they beat Monterrey, a freaking superstar team, all-star monsters team, if Pachuca smacks them to win it all, and then shows up against the Real Madrid, against the City, with these 20 to 21-year-old fools that aren't scared of anything.
Nothing, bro.
I would love that.
I would love that. It's like they're all a bunch of Chucky Lozanos.
Little
when
mini
Chucky
Chukis.
was in his prime. It's like eager, fucking fearless, con unos huevotes. Just amazing players, bro.
And Rondon gets a World Cup, Club World Cup, which he knows big stages, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be sick. Moving it on right on to Liga MX, because today we'll have Monterrey versus Columbus for the last winner. We'll see if we get an all Liga MX championship, or if we get an upset and Columbus makes it all the way, when we all thought the semis were going to be all Liga MX.
Yeah, for real.
So we'll see what's up there. But in Liga MX, the season's over. We got our top 10. If you guys haven't seen our TikTok where we explain kind of the rule of the land in Liga MX, who plays who. You got the play-in 7 through 10 happening tomorrow, Thursday. And then we see who plays who from America, Cruz Azul, Toluca, Monterrey, Tigres, Chivas, Pachuca, Pumas, Necaxa, Querétaro, which is wild. It's going to get really good. This is when it gets popping, folks. Basically, from this past weekend, everybody in the top 6 won except for Toluca.
Yeah.
So Toluca slipped down. Pachuca had their draw, so they ended up staying, and Chivas skipped them because Chivas won. Querétaro and León, they drew for that last spot. They each got draws in their own games, which meant that Querétaro moved on, which is a surprise, man.
Yeah, really surprised. León really royally fucked up.
That was easy for them.
It should have been.
Needed that draw from
Juárez.
Querétaro. Yeah, dude. God damn. Juárez had nothing to play for. And you couldn't get that win to move on. And well, I mean, Querétaro gets a good shot, which is good for Grupo Caliente, who owns them in Xolos.
Because Xolos did terrible.
Because Xolos did terrible, but they have a team in playoffs, make a little more money.
They didn't even invest in Querétaro or Xolos, I don't believe.
No, maybe this will move them.
Yeah.
Their best player, Pablo Herrera,
I'm dead.
late 30s.
Late 30s, still living off of
For West Ham.
West Ham and wherever else he went.
But yeah, folks, we'll give you guys a bit more on Liga MX in our pick'ems. So if you guys are want to see who we think will move on, the score lines for the Global in these matches, go over to Goals TV, make an account, subscribe to Golsided, so you guys can see our pick'ems predictions of the Liga MX first round of playoffs. It's going to get lit. All right, you ready then, Cesar? Games to watch. Let's go.
This weekend, we got our tailgate. We got San Jose Earthquakes against LAFC. San Jose just picked up a cam out of Godoy Cruz, Hernan Lopez. So hopefully he gets some game time this weekend. If he doesn't, still come out to the tailgate and have some fun with us.
If not, we're screwed.
Fuck it, we're screwed anyways.
In La Serie A in Italia, we got Udinese versus Napoli. Udinese is trying to avoid relegation. This would be the first time getting relegated since 1994. This is a pretty solid Serie A club, and they're in the last relegation spot.
In the championship, we got Ipswich Town against Huddersfield. The Tractors are in second place of the championship, and Huddersfield is on the last place of relegation. So either of them win, Huddersfield gets out of relegation. If Ipswich win, they're a step closer to the Premier League.
Beautiful. In the Australian A-League, taking it down under, we got the quarterfinals. We got a derby, though. We got Melbourne victory versus Melbourne City FC. Just a couple of matches ago, this ended in a field invasion from the fans, and they ended up hurting one of the keepers. We're past that. People got fined and arrested and convicted of their crimes. But yeah, hopefully we get some good footy down under in this match. In La Liga 2, we got Espanyol versus Sporting Gijón. All the Mexican-owned teams right now are out of promotion spots at the moment, even the qualification spots. If Sporting Gijón beats Espanyol, they can work their way back in.
In Greece, you got PAOK against Olympiacos. This league is very tight. You got AEK Athens, our friends at AEK Athens, in first with 45 points, followed by PAOK and Olympiacos with 41 points. So whoever wins out of this game is going to get that much closer to AEK Athens.
Beautiful. All right, folks. Well, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed that episode. Come on out to our tailgate this Saturday. It's going to be lit. Maybe bring a rain jacket just in case, but it's going to be lit.
If you guys need tickets, make sure you guys reach out to us. We have a link that'll help you guys out a bit. But if not, we'll catch you at the next time.
Hell yeah, folks. And like always, subscribe to our stuff on YouTube, on any podcast platform. Share us with a friend so we keep growing. And we got some merch coming soon.
Hell yeah.
Let's get it. All right. We'll talk soon, folks. Peace.